Dear students, today I will teach you about the types of system software. In previous lecture, I told you about the software and system software. I would like to remind you for the system software. Those software that controls the internal computer operations is known as system software. There are four types of system software. First, operating system, second, language processor, third, utility software, and fourth, device driver. Now let us see each one by one. First of all, we will study about the operating system. Operating system, it is very important software that is installed in the computer. Operating system is the first software that is installed in our computer system. The operating system controls the overall activity of the computer. It means operating system initiates and run the computer hardware, manage the computer hardware, control and govern the hardware, and creates a platform for the another application software. Thus, we can say the operating system first initiates and runs the computer hardware. It means memory, CPU, input devices, output devices, etc. Manages the computer hardware, all the hardwares that is used in the with the CPU, that is all the input devices, all the output devices, all the memories, primary memories, secondary memories, all these memories are and all these devices are managed by the operating system. Controls and govern the hardware, which hardware will work if there is more than one input devices in the attached with the computer system, there is more than one output device attached to the computer system, to which device will work when and for how many times. All these things are controlled by the operating system. Operating system also creates platform for the other application software that is used by the user. As well as we install any application software in the system, operating system helps to install, and when user wants to work it, operating system initiates and helps the application software to perform the user's task. Nowadays there are many types of operating system that is available in the market. First, Windows operating system, Linux, Unix operating system, Linux operating system, DOS operating system, and Macintosh, that is known as Mac operating system. First operating system was the DOS, means disk operating system. Second was Windows, Unix, Linux, and Mac. Windows is the most popular operating system. It has different versions like Windows XP, Windows NT, Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows 8, Windows 10, and like that. These are most commonly used in our country. Before installing and running any other application software on the computer system, the operating system must be loaded from the hard disk into the primary memory RAM. After installing the operating system, every time when user want to use any application software, then every time operating systems loaded from hard disk into the primary memory RAM. Now see this statement, how computer system starts or how computer system starts to run. This question is very important and answer must be known to all students. So as well as the operating system loaded from hard disk to RAM, computer system becomes ready. Until and unless operating system does not loaded from hard disk to RAM, it does not becomes ready for the user. The process of loading operating system software files from secondary memory hard disk into primary memory RAM is known as booting up. The bootstrapping, which means getting ready. The booting is a step-by-step process. It happens one by one. How many steps involved? Let us see. First step, as well as user press on button, machine is powered on and post operation is performed. Post stand for power on self test. It is a self diagnostic test. In this operation, operating system checks all hardware, essential hardwares, whether it is connected properly or not. And these essential hardwares are CPU, RAM, input devices, output devices, etc. If all these devices are found properly, then it goes to the next step. If any component is found faulty, then an error message displayed. In this, what happens in the second step? In this step, contents of the ROM BIOS. ROM BIOS is known as read-only memory basic input-output system. ROM BIOS is a chip. In the second step, operating system read and execute the ROM BIOS contents of ROM BIOS chip. The contents of ROM BIOS chip checks the presence of operating system files on the disk. The ROM BIOS chip content check whether operating system file is in hard disk or not. If it is not in the hard disk, then display error message non-system disk or disk error. If it is found in the hard disk, then it goes for the next step, and that is step third. If operating system files are found in the drive, then MBR content, MBR means boot master boot record. MBR is a boot sector known as master boot record is read, which looks for the active partitions and then load the secondary boot record from the active partition. It means if operating system file is found on the hard disk, then operating system looks for the master boot record where initial files of the operating systems are stored and executes that. That execution of that MBR files initiate the next step. In this step, operating system starts transferring of essential files from the hard disk to the primary memory RAM. Means MBR file every operating system has a specific bootloader program that loads its specific operating system file into the main memory. As well as MBR is read and executed, then it initiates the bootloader program. Every operating system has its specific bootloader program, and this bootloader program starts transferring of essential operating system files. Be careful. This bootloader program, the bootloader program is initiated in the fourth step, and this is responsible for transferring the essential operating system files from hard disk into the primary memory RAM. Every operating system has its specific bootloader program. Some popular bootloader programs are given here. First, NTLDR bootloader program, bootmgr, grub and grub2, bootx. NTLDR bootloader program is available in the old operating system, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows Server, like that. bootmgr bootloader program is available for the new versions of the Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, like that. Grub and grub2 is for old and new versions of the Unix and Linux. bootx is for the Mac operating system. Thus, I will summarize you the booting process in a pictorial form. First, after performing the post operation, BIOS contents are read and executed. After that, MBR active partition files are read and executed. This MBR is known as the start of the disk 0. I would like to tell you, the hard disk is divided into the sectors and tracks and then blocks where data and informations are stored. Operating system files stored in the active partition, that is the very beginning sector of the hard disk. After MBR, active partitions are activated and then bootloader program is activated. This bootloader program transfers the operating system files, and after transferring all essential files from hard disk into the primary memory RAM, the system becomes ready, as well as all the OS files get transferred from hard disk to the main memory. The system becomes ready for the user, and transferring of all these files is done by the bootloader program, that is specific for the specific operating system. Now let us see the types of booting. There are two types of booting. First, cold booting, and second, warm booting. In the short, I will tell you about the cold booting. As well as we start the system, the cold booting happens. It means all the steps that we have studied. Step 1, post operation, checking of operating system, MBR, read it and executed, bootloader programs, and transferring of files etc. All these steps are executed in the cold booting. And when we restart our system, not start, when we restart means system is already start and we are going to restart it. In this process is known as warm booting. In this process takes place when restart the computer, when we press the restart button. In this process, post operation is skipped. Operating system does not check the hardware component, it only reload the operating system files. So there is a big difference between the warm booting and the cold booting. Cold booting happens when we first time start the computer system, or when we if any system is completely powered off and then we on it. And warm booting if system is already running and I am going to restart it. In the next lecture, I will discuss you need of operating system. Thank you.